guys, Nebraska Farm Boy here. Today I want to do a really quick overview of all the skills that you're going to want to learn if you're just getting into this whole protector thing as a teenager. This channel, we focus primarily on those guys who are under the age of 21, still want to be protectors, but the government makes that very difficult for them by not allowing them to conceal carry or carry handguns, really, period. That guy really was who I was here a few years ago. I was looking for an alternative measure of self-defense because I thought it'd be cool and I wanted to protect. And so I've kind of developed a skill set, which of course I haven't arrived, but it's something that I always am continuing to develop, and if you want my 2 cents on it, well, here it is. Okay, so in my opinion, in order to be effective at any form of fighting, you're going to need a good base martial arts. Be that, well, for me personally, it's been Israeli Krav Maga. Specifically, I got started off with this here book. It's by David Kahn. He's really the dude representing Israeli Krav Maga here in America. This is his first book. It's the first book I got of his, and it really transformed how I fought. I highly recommend that you check out Israeli Krav Maga by David Kahn. I'll shoot a link down in the description. This book allows you to really just get started in all those basics, mix it with your training with a heavy bag, and a little bit of partner work with whoever you can get to do it with you. And you've got a pretty good base for your self-defense. And of course from there, just learn from wherever you can, though be so careful when you're learning self-defense, specifically from free sources, because not all sources are equal. Some people have good intentions, but they, anyways, I do have some sources on my channel if you're interested. Otherwise, go find professionals. The second thing you're going to have to learn is not any fun at all. Lots of fun to learn martial arts, not fun to learn about your legal state and local regulations, okay? There are laws concerning use of force, concerning the carrying of weapons, concerning everything that's involved in self-defense, and it really pays to learn those laws. I will say now that just because I can do something here in Nebraska doesn't necessarily mean that you can do it somewhere else, and even if I do demonstrate how to do something, that doesn't always mean that you should do it, okay? I always, everything here is for the sake of demonstration, and I am not a lawyer, okay, so I cannot be consulted for legal advice. However, USCCA does have some good free resources. That's the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. They're I guess you'd call them a concealed carry insurance company, but they also post some free resources, and I take advantage of that. I'll shoot a link down below in the comment, not the comments, in the description. Anyways, so yeah, make sure that you know your legal laws, make sure that you also know your moral responsibilities. The good news on that is that I do a lot of videos on that, and I do consider myself capable of speaking to that area. So, you can check out my resources on my channel, shameless plug. Okay, so that's all well and fine, but above all, you need to learn situational awareness, and you also need to have the ability to walk away from a fight. Okay, first of all, situational awareness, very important. Your skills are going to count for nothing if you do not see a threat in time to react to that threat, okay? Your eyes are a far more effective weapon than your fist, okay? You need to be able to spot that threat so that you can either avoid it entirely, or you can be in a position that you're ready to fight back, okay? It's very important. That's far more important than anything that you can learn. That's the most important thing. Just stay alert. And of course, you also need to know how to walk away from a fight. That's something that can be very difficult, especially if you are trained how to fight. Just because you know how to fight doesn't mean you should fight. Actually, generally speaking, it means you shouldn't fight. Because not only are you going to possibly face legal charges, there's also the possibility of you getting seriously hurt or killed when you suddenly realize that this person who you're getting into a fight with knows how to fight a lot better than you thought they did. So there's really no reason to fight unless you have to, so don't. So now let's talk briefly about the use of alternative weapons. Okay, you've got your weapons of opportunity. That's anything you can pick up, be it a tire iron, a trash can, a chair, what have you. That's the stuff that's all around you, and it really is just an extension of your martial arts, okay? You've also got those weapons that you can actually carry under the age of 21. You might be able to carry pepper spray, okay? This depends on your local laws, so don't take Don't take me at my word, okay? You could carry pepper spray, you could carry a stun gun, and you could perhaps carry a collapsible baton. Personally, I don't carry any of those things. I carry sharp steel because to me, sharp steel is the best alternative to a gun. A knife really does give you an advantage. It's something that you have to learn all kinds of different skills, but it can be used as an extension of your martial arts, or it could be used as something entirely separate. Example, throwing the knife. That is it is possible to defend yourself by throwing a knife. And I talk about that in videos. Those get kicked off of YouTube, so you can check me out at Rumble. I got a link down below in the description. Other than that, I talk a lot about knives here on the channel. I talk about the carrying of knives, I talk about use of knives, and all kinds of stuff concerning knives, so you can check out those videos. And finally, you're going to want to learn a little bit about medical, okay? And we're not so much concerned here about if someone gets a bee sting or gets, I mean, unless they actually are like swelling up and dying from it, but I mean, if somebody gets something small, some small injury, not too worried about it, okay? What I'm talking about here is trauma medical, stopping major bleeding and stuff like that, okay? Tourniquets, packing wounds, what else? Chest seals, all that stuff. That's stuff that you're going to want to learn about so that you don't survive a fight and then die of wounds inflicted during that fight. That would be a really big bummer, you know? If you're looking for some great information on that, I highly recommend you check out Prep Medic. He runs a YouTube channel, it's free, and he's got a lot of great information on there. I've learned a lot from him, and he's someone I trust, okay? There can be a lot of, you know, borderline terrible ideas out there on YouTube. Okay, there are some pretty terrible ideas out there on YouTube, but he seems to be a pretty solid kind of guy. So, I highly recommend you check out Prep Medic. Alright guys, so that's what I've got for you today. That's just my basic bare bones list of the skills that I think that you're going to want to really look into if you want to be effective as a protector. You've got your martial arts, you've got your legal and moral responsibilities, you've got situational awareness and the ability to walk away from a fight. You've got blade combat, and you've got trauma medical. Those are all 5 really great skills that you need to learn as a protector. I actually didn't intend for them to be 5. I was just thinking, what are all the skills you need to learn? I came up with 5. Okay, 5 is a magic number. Okay, not really. So without any further ado, that's a list of, it's a pretty big list if you think about it. So, I guess you got a lot of things to think about. So, you know, without any further ado, this is Nebraska Farm Boy, and we will see you next time.